I have a problem. I have a huge problem. I was hiking with my girlfriend and it was all fun and games until... Ja, het is sneeuw.
Zo raar. Nee, jongen.
Look, when I was a kid, I used to play basketball and I really wasn't very good at it. So today I was relying on my skill to not aim that good. And all of a sudden...
En het sneeuw?
Ja, het is sneeuw.
Zo raar. Nee, jongen.
Oh, sorry.
Nee, jongen.
Oh, sorry.
Nee, dat is echt niet grappig. Nu gaat iedereen mij een zaag vinden.
Ja, maar dat zei je ook. Okay, but all jokes aside, my girlfriend and I went hiking in the French-speaking part of Belgium, the Ardennes. And besides my lovely girlfriend, I brought my trusty Leica M4P with me and loaded it with a roll of Santacolor100 Film. Enjoy! We are heading to Xofre today, a quiet village in the province of Liège, or Luik in Dutch. One of those places where Belgium almost feels untouched. Endless forests and tiny streams slowly weaving their way through the woods. It's only about a 2-hour drive from home, but this weekend we traded our apartment near Antwerp for a small cottage and a little escape into nature. But today we are going on a hike.
Wauw, zie je. Prachtig hier.
By the way, I am not affiliated with any brand I mention in this video, and I am not sponsored in any way, sadly enough. We start the hike with a steep climb, until suddenly a tiny cabin appears. And by the way, I am sorry for the camera angle. Oeh, daar was ik. Daar ook een foto uit.
Ja.
In the first shot, I clearly metered for the shadows. There's a slight color shift because I intentionally underexposed the film by 2 stops. And I pushed it 2 stops during development, just because I wanted to try it. Verder?
Ja.
Wauw. Prachtig. Another shot of the cabin. This time a much nicer composition if you ask me. Pushing SantaColor 2 stops really creates a beautiful atmosphere. Maar dat huisje is langs alle kanten schoon. Ja. Nog één. This is the final photo of the cabin. You can really see the layers here. The hills in the background, the house in the middle, and the post and bushes in the foreground. Nu al zelfs, als je wilt. Eens proberen, hè. Not exactly a wow photo, But the underexposed Santa film handles the forest shadows surprisingly well. And it adds a really pleasing grain.
Mag ik eens iets vragen?
Ja?
Wilt je mijn okselrits open doen?
Ja. Oei, ik wil je niet pijn doen.
Nee, ik zal hem aanroepen als...
Ah, dat is naar onder. En naar boven.
Oh, dank u. Kijk, nu ademen mijn oksels. Nu ademen mijn oksels.
Ja, heerlijk.
Ideaal.
We're moving on.
Oh ja, goed wel.
Echt hè?
Ja. Daarna echt gewoon niks. Moet jij naar doen?
Ja, ik denk het wel.
And here is the Christmas tree field. Sometimes you also have to take a picture of your girlfriend.
Oh, dat is blauwe hemel, zeg.
Ja, het is ons toch nog gegund.
Ja.
Van dat rood lampje.
Ja?
Oké.
I thought this house might make a beautiful photo too.
Heerlijk. Hier is een uitkijkpuntje.
When we reached the viewpoint, I wanted to photograph the power lines.
Vind ik wel cool.
Okay.
Wat doe je?
Kan je dat zien? Waar ik ken? Ik zag precies dat juist een ingeroede haar hier.
Maar nu hier op de wandeling. Dat is...
Nee, dat gaat niet. Dat gaat ook niet, maar ik zag dat.
My girlfriend always spots pimples at the strangest moments. Here we come across a very cinematic tree.
Ja, van die boom wil ik een foto. Yes.
I don't know really why, but the gate we were walking toward felt like a really beautiful image. So I took the shot. Looking at it now, I probably would have framed it horizontally with a hill in the background.
Wauw.
Oh, dat is mooi.
It doesn't fully show on camera, but this was a gorgeous little valley. The gate in the foreground, the forest behind it, and the tree shadows stretching across the grass. I took 2 photos of this scene just to be safe with the exposure.
Mag ik een foto van u trekken?
Ja?
Mooi. Zeker.
Here we found a lovely view through the trees. I really loved how the foreground and the background separated from each other. At this part of the walk, Laura was actually pretty scared. The drop was steep and the path very narrow, even if you can't really see it on camera.
Kom, een hand.
But she did amazing, and I'm really grateful she wanted to hike with me.
Dat klinkt mooi.
A bit later, we came across a tiny waterfall that eventually feeds the river that's running through the valley.
Wow.
Of course, I really wanted to take a photo there.
Ik ga daar even een foto van nemen.
Mooi bos.
Because of the busy leaves and the dark forest setting, you can start to notice the limits of the film.
Wauw.
We arrived at the highest point of the hike, a beautiful viewpoint. You can notice the silence of nature here, and somewhere far away, the sound of an airplane.
Ferm, hè?
Amai.
A beautiful image if you ask me, The browns and greens really come alive in this photo.
Ja, het is wel een speciaal... Precies of het is zo'n ontbossingsgebied of zo, maar dat is ook wel eens... Dat is gewoon speciaal.
And from this spot, I took a few more pictures.
Het heeft wel iets. Hier komen we wel naar een uitkijkpunt. Het zal dat zijn. Oh, dat kan ook. Ja, hier gaan we eten.
Echt? Oh!
Kijk eens aan. Wow, daar wil ik naartoe.
Wow. Ja, wel interessant, hè?
Ja.
What a place to have lunch. Such a privilege to be here. But first, a short walk
Holy
to the
shit.
panoramic viewpoint over the valleys.
Holy shit. Wow.
As you can probably hear, I was completely impressed. Sometimes I'm genuinely proud of what our own country has to offer.
Kijk hier, hè?
Alright, one more photo and it's time to eat. And once again, what a view. Especially the mist hanging over the valley was beautifully rendered by the SantaColor 100 film.
Eten.
I also wanted to take a moment to highlight my Instagram. You can find me under the name Reinoud_Maas. I share a lot of my work here.
Ja?
During this short lunch break, I want to thank you for watching this far. It would really be helpful if you left a thumb up and subscribe to the channel. But first, a photo for the family album of our lunch spot.
Even goed opwarmen.
Ja, mijn handen zijn ijspegels.
Ja, dat had ik toch ook.
Once we entered this forest, we were completely warmed up again and ready for the next photo.
Misschien wil ik hier al een foto. Als dat mag, hè?
Maybe you already know, but I develop and scan all my film myself. So I have the freedom to experiment and learn with every roll. And I never have to wait for a lab, of course.
Hoppatee. Moet ik een handje komen geven?
Ik ga op mijn kopie gelijk. Ik al die pose netjes. Handje. Ja. 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 Echt een bomma. Nu, dat vind ik grappig, hè?
Ja.
Oh ja.
Maar goed bezig.
Handschoenen zijn nat. Amai. Oeh, jong. Dat is heel stijl.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
And we continue walking. A tree blocking the trail, but nothing stops us from starting the final kilometers.
Wow, dat is mooi.
This is without a doubt one of my favorite photos of the hike. The colors, the grain, the mist above the valley, the composition, everything works. And I took one more photo with a tree in the foreground.
Hallo.
Before the descent, I handed the camera to my girlfriend so I could appear in the hike for once.
Amai. Wow. Echt mooi.
Ja.
Ja. Heel mooi.
We've reached the lowest part of the valley, the river, which actually comes from the little waterfall we saw earlier.
Wauw, we zijn aan het touw.
Dat is mooi.
Eén nadeel, we moeten de rivier door.
Ik geloof er niet aan.
Damn it.
Dat vind ik echt tof. Zalig. Mag ik nog eens mijn gsm suite?
Ja.
A photograph of the river. I love that I now have both. The waterfall and the river it becomes. And for the final photo, we arrived at a small bridge.
Ga maar zo.
Mooi. Heel mooi.
And as you can see, this was literally the last frame on the roll.
En naar links. Terug naar Malmedy.
That was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoy making these videos. It would be such an honor if I could just inspire one of you guys. So thank you so much. And to wrap this video up, I am going to print my 3 favorite pictures I've taken today. Bye. See you in the next one.